I think what's important here is, and one of the reasons I think Yo's on the bench, is because last year Queensland were very good at closing down Yo as a first receiving lock forward who played like a halfback. They kind of accommodated that really well. So I think what the coach has done here is he said he wants Hines and Luai to have the ball. He doesn't want his forwards being ball players or them getting the ball off the I hope so anyway. I hope in this game we don't see forwards going to the line, throwing it back to the halfback.
Yeah.
I think Nico Hines is best when he's getting first think with the ball, when he gets first opportunity with the ball. He comes onto the ball, he likes to gallop over the advantage line, then he veers across field, and then he uses his decoy runners or he uses his hole runners, and he likes to create space on the edge. He likes to put the edge in two minds. You don't get that time and space in Origin to do that all the time. The opportunities for do that are going to be rare. Against Penrith the other night at Shark Park, they put a lot of pressure on his kicking game earlier. I think he kicked out on the full once. Yeah, twice he just... and it sort of ate away at his confidence, and I think we've seen in the past that his confidence can be shaken a little bit. And in these types of situations, this tightness of this game and the physicality of this game, I can see them running a lot of traffic at him.
Are you concerned about him in this environment?
No, I want him to come through it. I want him to come through it. We're supporting him. I want him to come through it. But everyone, he's got to do it for himself. There's only one person that can do it for him. His team's got to support him. So, and what worried me too is that if he didn't train those first few sessions, every session you have in Origin is vital. Like the combination that he's going to have with Liam Martin on the right and Angus Crichton on the left, and then Nola Kawatu when he comes on, when a Hudson Young when he comes on. How much time have they been able to put into that combination? How much time have they been able to put into Jerome Luai coming around to the right to feed him, or him, like in the club teams, the half and the 5'8" play left and right. So if they play the long side of the field on the right, Nico Hines will push out and the 5'8" will come around and play first receiver. But with Nico, he likes to be first receiver and the 5'8" run right around and be outside him. Well, Jerome doesn't do a lot of that in his club football, so I'll be interested to see how they link up as well. And it's why I think Dylan Edwards got the nod. One of the reasons he got the nod was because of his knowledge of Jerome Luai and how he plays the game and where he gets to. So, what part James Tedesco plays in that on 2 days preparation will be interesting as well.
Just before you get away from the halves and the kicking game.
Yep.
So I'm looking through this Queensland team. Walsh is a general kicker. Cherry Evans is a master. Hunt can kick from dummy half. Grant's a 40-20 expert coming at a dummy half. Gee, it's pressure on Nico. I mean, he is their general kicker.
We don't have as many options. Jerome Luai is a great kicker.
Yeah.
He is a great kicker. Now, whether or not they'll take the gamble to take the pressure away from Nico Hines early, I can see some balls coming back to the left and chasing down that side of the field. But that's up to the coach and the players. But the last thing you want to be doing is going into an Origin game thinking you've got to protect one of your players. There's nowhere to hide out there. You're here for a reason. You're here to do a job. You're going to have to stand up and do your job. So I can only assume that Nico Hines will play the 7 role. I don't think they'll stand a forward in his way. I don't think that he'll be getting the ball off forwards. I think that he'll be getting first thought of the ball and then Jerome Luai working around him, whether it's left side of the field or right side of the field, and Tedesco's got to chime in with that. I'm a little worried about our attack, other than blasting through holes, and that's going to be our strength. So whether it's Liam Martin on the edge, Angus Crichton on the edge, whether it's Ola Kawatu on the edge or a Hudson Young on the edge, a Jerome Luai stepping back and finding some lazy defenders, there aren't too many of those in Origin, getting quick ball to Steve Crichton so he's getting Brian To'o away. And I think Crichton and To'o will play together. I think they'll play on the left.
Yep.
I think that Suoli'i and Lomax will play on the right.
So 2 rookies on the same side.
2 rookies on the same side, outside Nico Hines. I think that's where Queensland will be coming.
That's Martin's side, though, defensively?
That's Martin's side defensively, who is very experienced. But, tactically there's something here for both sides. I think that New South Wales will be keen to try and forge a passage in the middle of the field. I think they'll try and wear down in around the ruck area with Reece Robson and Payne Haas and Trebojevic and these fellas trying to forge a passage there so that we can get to the left side of the field with Jerome Luai and trying to attack their right-hand side of the field with Nanai and Daly Cherry Evans. But by the same token, New South Wales have got some targets too. They're going to have to work very well with their defensive system to contain, Reece Walsh and Hamiso Tabuai-Fadai and Tommy Dearden. Tommy Dearden's a great short side player. Wonderful short side player.
Yeah.
I shuddered the other night when we were interviewing Jonathan Thurston on 100% footy. He said he's been working closely with Tommy Dearden all week. I know what they've been doing. I can visualise it. I can just visualise it. He'll look up on the short side and he'll see Suoli, he'll see Lomax, he might see Daly Cherry Evans, or he might see a lazy forward where he's had a front rower that's had to come over and be in that area there to mark up. They'll be trying to get Liam Martin to make tackles, so a front rower's got to come around the short side. That's Jonathan Thurston time. That's Tommy Dearden time. A front rower standing alongside Cherry Evans, standing alongside Suoli, standing alongside Lomax, and they're the inexperienced ones in the side. They'll be setting you up for that a lot. They'll set you up from the long side. They'll set you up from a short side. They'll set you up from a play the ball near the post. I think that'll be the big target area of Queensland, and I think it'll be a hell's job to contain them. So, geez, I'm talking myself out of it, aren't I?
Fair dinkum. But have you been told to talk the Blues down?
No.
Is this part of the strategy?
No.
You've been talking a match.